Alright, you guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at this medley relay. Jackson, I thought your swim was really good. There is one thing I want you to think about on your breakout, though, and you're going to see it coming off of this flip turn here. Alright, so on your breakout, I think that you're coming out of the water at an angle that's too vertical, and why I think that is because on many of your breakouts your arm pops out of the water and it's kind of like shooting up into the air, so the splash from the other kid is getting in the way. But right now your arm is in the air and your head is like just barely coming out of the water, so your arm breaks out first and then now it's going to go back in the water. So you see this way how your arm comes out and you're exiting the water at an angle that's, you know, upward. Sorry, that wasn't the line I wanted to draw. Here we go. So you're exiting the water at more of an upward angle than you are a horizontal angle, which is faster. So I put in here, this is a video of your 100 backstroke, so you are right here, the lane second to the bottom. So I just want you to watch on all your breakouts, your arm pops out first and it kind of goes shooting up into the air. Alright, so there you go, coming off of this first wall. So you see your arm shoots out of the water, so your arm almost all the way to your elbow is completely out of the water there, and then we're going to cut to your flip turn coming off this wall, and you're going to see you do the same thing. So here we go again. When you break out, your arm comes out first and it goes shooting up into the air right there. I'm not going to circle the last two, but we got 2 more flip turns. This one I think is the worst. So there, almost your entire arm came out of the water, and then coming off this last wall, you're going to see you do the same thing. So let's go back and let's watch that third wall again. So basically what I'm trying to say here is when you're breaking out, you want to break out this way, going horizontal, because you swim horizontally. So what I think you're doing is you're going under the water and then you're going too deep, and when you come out of the water you're coming up at this type of an angle, which you don't want to do. So you want to go deep down under the water, but then when you get up close to the surface you want to start swimming horizontally and then break out this way. So if your arm is sticking up in the air like this, then that's the telltale sign that you're breaking out too vertically, which obviously isn't as fast. So now we're going to get back to your swim. Other than that, I thought the swim was good. Just think about your breakout. Breakout horizontally, your split was 26.4. Let's go ahead and take a look at Nick's breaststroke here. So Nick, I thought the relay start was pretty good. Obviously, it could be a little bit earlier. We were doing safe starts on this, so we didn't get DQ'd before states, but I thought this leg was really solid. Only thing about this 50 is that you were maybe a touch long on this turn here. So you finish your stroke, and then you had a little bit of glide before you hit the wall. But I mean, that's just hundredths of a difference there. Other than that, it was basically a perfect swim. Your split was 26.8, so really nice there. My butterfly leg, I always look for ways that I can improve in my swim, and there's really only one thing I see here is when I come out of the water on my first stroke. I obviously don't breathe on my first stroke, but still my head comes almost all the way out of the water. Basically only my goggles are in. So kind of like Jackson, I'm breaking out at too vertical of an angle. Other than that, I thought my swim was really good. I timed my turn out well. And then I don't breathe from here on out to the finish. I finish off really nice. And my split was 24.7. So that was really nice. Okay, so Akash, let's go ahead and take a look at the relay start. Okay, so much better here. So you're doing the step forward start. You can't really see it well because Andrew's, not really filming that well. But you got one foot on the front of the block, other foot on the back, and you're doing the step forward start, which is exactly what I wanted. Nice job there. So you're going to hop in, and you're going to have a nice 50 freestyle here. I thought this was a really solid swim. You do a really nice job breaking out with your feet. I know I said that in the last video, but wanted to compliment you again on that. And then a nice finish with Andrew not being able to hold his hand still. The split was 23.6, so that was really, really good. And our relay time was a 1:41.7. So, I mean, we just popped off on that and we went super fast. Dropped 4 seconds from our seed time. So I thought that was awesome. Nice job, you guys. Let's go ahead and look at the freestyle relay. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this freestyle relay. So Jackson, the first thing I want you to notice is your start, and we talked about this at the pool today, but you gotta use your arms on your start more. So whenever you do a start off the blocks, you want to jump with your legs, but then you also want to try to throw the block behind you with your arms. So, use your arms and your legs on your start. So let's just watch your start for a second. Alright, then we're going to go back and watch it in slow-mo. So your arms are flexed right now. You look like you're just about to explode off the blocks, and you look like you're going to throw the block behind you, but you don't. So you just, when the gun goes off, you just bring your hands forward into a streamline, which is not bad, but in order to be more explosive off the blocks, you got to use your arms on your start as well. So I put in 2 videos here of Caleb Dressel. So if you don't know what he looks like, this is Caleb Dressel right here. And he's got the fastest start in the world right now. So just watch how he uses his arms, and he pulls on the blocks with his arms as well as jumps with his legs. And it's going to play again in real time for you in a second. So this is just something you can work on. You want to pull off the blocks with your arms. And then we're going to get back to your swim. So far it looks pretty good. And I wrote down that you were long on the finish, so let's see. Okay, so you were a little bit long there, and you can kind of tell because you finish your stroke, and then you kind of take this big kick right here where your leg sticks out of the water. So you want to finish and you want to touch the wall here instead of gliding and then touching the wall here. So anyway, just a minor thing. Other than that, I thought it was really good. 23-3 is what I got for your split. You know, just work on throwing yourself off the blocks with your arms. And then Akash, so another nice relay start where you do this step forward, but I want you to notice how late your start was. So on the freestyle relay, we weren't a lock to make states, so I was like, all right, we got to do some really aggressive relay starts. I said before the race, I was like, we need to either make states in this relay or we need to get disqualified trying. Basically saying go all out aggressive on your starts. So Jackson touches the wall here, and you've barely started your arm swing on your start. So when he touches the wall, you should be pretty much all the way off, and I'm back here watching you, and you're going to see that I'm kind of disappointed in how slow you come off the blocks, as my reaction would, you know, tell you. So as I was watching this, I knew that you were slow off the blocks, so I'm just pointing this out now. So this is a video from today, and I thought this was a really nice start. So this is me swimming in, and then I want you to watch, look how early you start your arm swing. So I've just started my last stroke here, and you've started your arm swing. So that's what we want. So now you're going to come forward, and you're going to see that I touch here, and your whole body is pretty much off the blocks except for your feet, which is exactly what we want. So when you do your relay start, do it like this at states. You know, don't wait until they touch the wall to start your swing. So just wanted to point that out. Little bit long on that turn there. You could probably see that glide after your last stroke. That glide time right there. And then after that, it was a really solid swim. I thought you had a great finish. You just put your head down and you got to the wall as quick as you can. A nice swim here. A 24-12. So your split was a 24-12, but the relay start was super late. So I think if we timed it from when you left to the blocks to when you hit the wall, it was probably like 23-7. So now we got me diving in here. And then I breathe under the flags, which is a little bit too close, so I breathe right here. And then I take, so that was the breath stroke, and then I only take one more stroke after that before I flip. So I breathe a little bit too close to the wall there. I want to take that breath, you know, before I get under the flags. And then I think it was really solid after that. I took one more breath on this lap, kept my head down. Split was 23-08, excuse me. And then we got Nick's start here. So let's go back and watch Nick's relay start for a second. Alright, so I finish. I guess I was maybe a little bit long on the finish. So I think I'm touching right about here. You know, you can't really tell. Here. So, I mean, you're pretty good, Nick. Maybe you could be a little bit earlier. Maybe I want to be touching right there instead of touching here. You know, that's hundredths of a second. Nice breakout with the feet. So Nick, the only thing that I have to say about yours is you were long on that turn right there. So you and Akash both did the same thing, and of course this girl's in the way right when we need to see, right? But a long glide on that turn, but then you bounce back and you come back strong on the second lap. The split, I had you at 22-7-8, so a really nice swim there. Strong finish, keeping your head down. Alright, so Nikki went 22.7, as I said, and then the total time was 1:33.3, which was a 2-second drop from what we went at districts, which was awesome. Um, I think if we do some more aggressive relay starts, I think we can drop that. To be honest, I think at States, I think Stewart is a faster pool than Bowles, so I think we could see a 131 something at States. So anyway, great job improving our time from districts, and those are just a couple of things I think we can work on. So keep that in mind as you practice throughout this next week, and good luck at States.